Hi, I'm Hunter with Steve Jackson Games, and we're here on SJ Games Live to unbox the newest version of Munchkin coming out later this year. This is Munchkin Shakespeare Deluxe. This was recently kickstarted, very successful on Kickstarter. It's going to be delivering to backers around September, and will be going to stores shortly thereafter. And this is the Deluxe version. This is the main version. Thanks to our backers, we're able to upgrade it a little bit. And this is going to have a board and some stuff. We're going to show you what comes inside this. We have some tooling samples here. These are not final, but these are kind of indicative of what the final version will be. It's kind of the sample they send us to make sure everything is good to go. We check over it and make sure it is, and we've checked over this one. So let us take a quick look on camera one here. All right. So here we are. This is, again, the box. It has some really great artwork here by John Cavalli. Let's pop it open here. And first thing you get are some standees. These are cardboard standees featuring characters from the game, the male and female versions, as in most of our Munchkin games. I got the rule sheet. We don't need those. It's a Munchkin game. And we've got the board here. Can't really fit it all like this, but this is what it looks like vertically. And you've got the characters again from the game. It looks like a piece of paper, like a piece of parchment from a Shakespeare book. Here, we'll go ahead and put that down. And of course the cards. These are the bases for the standees. Don't need to worry about those. But what we're all here for are the cards. So we've got the door cards and the treasure cards and a random door card. I'll just leave that in there for now because it's probably just a class. So on the door side of things, we've got some classes. As you can see, the Bard. We couldn't make a Shakespeare game without putting the Bard in the game. And we do have some classic classic Munchkin classes like Cleric. So a lot of them are these, like Cleric and Warrior, things like that. But we did have to add the Bard in. One of the things we've been asked a lot, do we have 2Bs and do we have not 2Bs? And we have both. We've got 2Bs. It's a level 1 monster, and not 2Bs. It's definitely not 2Bs. It's a lot of Bs. There's some of my favorite ones in the game I've picked out. We've got Hamlet. Sonnet the Hedgehog. That's been a favorite around the office. And these two have to go together. Henry IV Part 1 and 2. There we go. This is awesome. And obviously it's all a bunch of references to Shakespeare plays. Once more, Unto the Breach. The Pound of Flesh. Tons of more monsters in here. This deck is enormous. I can't go through the whole thing here. But as you can see, we've got a lot of other references. I'm not going to say that one on air, but you can read that. But tons of cool stuff. We've got halflings in this one. Level 1, we've got Brutus, Titus Androgynous, Banquo. Just tons and tons. Mortal Coil. Simple. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And let's take a look at these treasures. Now, treasures are some of my favorites because they have all the cool weapons in them. And this one, okay, Falstaff. Again, these are perfect for fans of Shakespeare. These are just awesome references. Shakespeare itself. Get thee to a nunnery. Got the Shakespeare cannon. Almost covered up the entire joke there. There's the cannonball. Got another Shakespeare take, Stake Spear. This is Andrew's possibly favorite one. Every time I bring it up, I groan. It's iambic thermometer, and not only is it an iambic thermometer, it's written in iambic pentameter. And this one's actually really cool. This is the Armor of Proof, which is in the game. It looks cool, but it's also the logo for our Munchkin Tavern 2017, which I'll mention here at the end. And again, it's tons of other awesome items, weapons, one-shots, go up levels. The first thing we do, let's kill all the rule lawyers. Praise Caesar. Oh, this is it's great. And it has a lot of the classic stuff too, like Wishing Ring with new Shakespearean art, Loaded Die. Got a lot of stuff like that, as well as a lot of brand new cards. Of course, Super Munchkins and things like that. Oh yeah, this is the gross 2/2 Solid Flesh. Yeah. So yeah, again, amazing cards. John really knocked it out of the park with this set. He did this in a very short time frame. It looks amazing. But yeah, that is Munchkin Shakespeare. We've got it all right here. This is what comes in the box. And we've actually got an expansion as well. It's Kickstarter exclusive. That will be unboxing later as well. It's not the next thing on the list, but once we get a copy of that in, we will be unboxing that and showing you some of the cool accessories and things like that that come in this. But that is Munchkin Shakespeare. So guys, thanks for joining us for that unboxing. That's what you can expect to see this September. It's going to be a lot of fun. This set's hilarious. I'm an English major myself, so I had a blast playing with this and play testing it a bit. We have some other cool things that are coming up very soon. We've got next week the Dungeon Fantasy RPG, another Kickstarter that we did recently. We're going to be unboxing this on air. This is a very heavy box. This is going to be a lot of fun to unbox another tooling sample for this. Today we actually had the Munchkin Tavern pre-orders open up. I mentioned that a second ago. It has the logo of the Armor of Proof, and these are normally Gen Con exclusive items that you can only get at Gen Con, but we've decided to open up pre-orders to allow people that aren't able to get to our Munchkin Tavern every year a chance to order those. But those orders are closing on June 12th, so get your orders in now. That link will be in the description. You can check that out. And that's really all I've got to say here, guys. You can join us again next week for the Dungeon Fantasy unboxing. That will be on SJ Games Live. I've been Hunter. You can like us here on Facebook to follow us, and you'll get us a new live stream every week. See you next time.